get to this point as a group, and Joe, we're recording?
Yep.
All right, good.
Okay, take two.
Wow. So to get to this point as a group, took a feat of, I don't know what, over this past week. And then you take it back further to the past 8 months, and then you take it back further to the past year, when you all first applied to be members of this cohort. That in and of itself was a huge step, and a step that started this journey. And I am so thrilled to have you all here this week. After, again, travel challenges, a toe that's about to be amputated. And that's, I mean, we joke about it, but that's not, I mean, for Courtney to be here, we, up till Sunday morning, we weren't sure that we would all be together as a cohort, all 8 of you. And I'm so thrilled that it worked out the way that it did, that Abby was able to squeeze us into her incredibly busy schedule that includes her community inclusion project this week. To see the community inclusion projects beginning to come to fruition already. I mean, I know we've said a lot of words this week, and I know we've said multiple times that you have all exceeded our expectations. But I wouldn't say that the bar was low coming in, because we dream big. That's what we do. And you guys are a huge step in the right direction, and I look forward to all that is to come. Without further ado, cohort number 1, class of 2024. I'll call each of your names. Rooster and I will each shake your hand. We'll pose for a brief photo with the 3 of us. We'll have a group photo, and then Rooster will offer some closing remarks.
He's lying in wait.
Abby, please step forward.
Yeah, hold your claws to the end. You're not supposed to see. On the Instagram.
As each one of the graduates makes their way to their seat, I'm just going to identify what I think, from my perspective, is the most used character strength within you. And for Abby, I'm going to go with the love of learning. We all have 24 character strengths within us, and love of learning shines every day. Everything that you do.
Courtney, please move forward.
Woo! Courtney! Courtney. Woo! I was like, that's kind of weird.
Bro, yeah.
Ready?
I'll cancel all your travels.
No, it's just.
No, I'll cancel it where you're there.
It's a quote, this is the proudest thing ever. Ask my graduate. That is what she just said. Like, that's some very big words. So, awesome.
Yeah, mostly.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Rooster can identify.
Yeah, as Sean takes Courtney back to her place, there's no question about it that the number 1 character strength that exudes from you every day is this idea of perseverance. And I think it was reinforced by your presentation today. Because through that perseverance, through that determination, that grit, that drive, you affected change. So, perseverance.
Go Courtney! Somewhere for toe.
Debbie, please step forward.
Yes. Very good. Yeah, as Debbie makes her way back to the seat there, the one that stands out for me, frankly, is love. And it's a mother's love. It's this love of humanity to the point that it's service over self. It's deep, deep, deep rooted from places well within us in our inner core. And when When Debbie loves, she loves. And so you all have her loving you from the first time that you met her, and you can trust that she will love you for the rest of your lives.
Jamie, please step forward.
I'm posting this one right now. Right, I'm coaching you.
Very good. You're most welcome. Of the 24 strengths for Jamie, I'm going with humor, because leading with humor is something that it's really beautiful to witness, and it can make an awkward experience or, oh my goodness, I'm not really sure what to do or say. It can lighten the mood, and you bring that humor and that wittiness about you in a way that makes everybody go, okay, it's going to be okay. And what's cool about it is the person in this whole space here who also shares humor as their number one is Joe. And it's an amazing thing. So,
Mine's proven through 3 different surveys.
so
If I do my survey, I'm not testing it.
Great.
yes.
Jess, please step forward.
Yes.
You meet me with already? I can't do that.
Awesome. Yes. This is one of my favorite ones, frankly. It's appreciation of beauty and excellence. And that within us is something that when you have the ability to harness and capture appreciation, beauty, and excellence by going to a hammock in the middle of the forest or the woods and being in complete peace with the beauty amongst you and recognizing that. And then all the things you do in your time when you say that you go out with nature and you appreciate the gift that is the soil. That's powerful. And so appreciation of beauty and excellence.
Goldie, please step forward.
Long turn. Oh, sorry. There you go.
There's a big
My bad, my
switch
bad,
between
my bad.
A 69.
I come.
For Goldie, I'm actually going with courage/bravery. This sense of like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do whatever I have to do for the people that I represent, for the person that I represent, for the allies amongst me. I'm going to ask all the damn questions, right? I'm going to tell all the stories straight from my heart, and I'm going to do it without fear of being chastised or judged or whatnot. And if you have that fear within, you're finding this bravery, courage, strength that just bubbles to the top and allows us to see this lion, this very ferocious, determined person. So, bravery.
Should've said bear.
There, yeah.
We're the brave bears.
Lauren, please step forward.
I don't know what that was.
That required me to take 3
Oh, we told you.
I don't know what's going on.
Wait.
Are you
Fine.
Joe, did you get the official one?
I don't know. They're all official at this point.
I think it's a little bit wild, but thank you.
Yeah, Lauren.
Thank you for just doing it.
So for Lauren, the character strength that I've selected for her is actually the one that many say is the most important character strength of a leader. And when you share that, it's this particular strength, it's surprising to find that humility is perhaps the most important strength of a leader. Because when you lack humility, you make shortcuts and you end up getting people killed or hurt or wounded or something to that effect. And at the end of the whole process here, what I've seen through you is this very elegant ability to communicate, but you do it so humbly that everybody knows that everything you're saying has nothing to do with you, but around those people you're leading through humility. So that's beautiful. Continue to harness that.
Tamara, please step forward. Congratulations.
Yes, you made it. amazing.
You didn't think I would?
We have our doubts.
Yes. Yeah, so if you're curious where I'm going to go with this one, it's creativity. And sometimes we fail to realize that creativity is within every one of us. Many say, I can't draw, I can't write, I can't sing, I can't. But every one of us has creativity in us. And anytime you attack something, whether it's your phone case holder, your leggings, or frankly, your presentation today, the way that you're capturing this through a bit of creativity. You're bringing all the things, this artistic, I don't know if anybody told you that before, but you're extremely creative.
Thank you.
And that's beautiful. Thank you.
Yep.
To harness, so congratulations.
And we told you we would keep this brief, but before I turn it over to Rooster for some closing remarks, I just want to do one last thank you. I want to thank you, the cohort, for making this possible. We came in with a dream 18 months ago, and it's amazing to see it living here today and knowing what you are all taking back to your communities, and knowing, again, like I mentioned this morning, how much of a family we have become in such a short time. Thank you to my family for your patience and allowing me to be fully committed to this program. Thank you to Rooster for trusting me to develop the curriculum and lead Cohort 1. And maybe most importantly, to the guy that really does not get enough credit. Joe has been there for me behind the scenes more than you all could possibly know, and on so many levels, dating back to 2014 when he showed up in our hotel room with a bottle of Pedialyte. But more importantly, 2015 when he bookended our run across America and helped with logistics then, and continues to help with logistics on everything and expects nothing in return to this day. So much help with all the technical support, the curriculum building, and getting everybody to Boston and getting everybody here today. So thank you, Joe. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Congratulations. I look forward to all the great things that you are going to continue to accomplish as a cohort. And thank you. And with that, I'll turn it over to Rooster for some closing remarks.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. As we reflect back on this journey that you just identified, this timeline of like from inception through idea to realization, it's really, really special. And to see the energy that went into the curriculum with just this determination that to find the way to make it happen, is really, really impressive to see. And now coming to today, full circle, and already leaning forward. We don't want to lean forward on Cohort 2 because this is about Cohort 1, but I just can't help myself because the energy and the momentum is so amazingly strong because of the foundation that you set. The guidance, friends, was, hey, it would be really cool if we could create, angels, ally angels that could go forth and do things outside of the race day. I have a couple of ideas for curriculum, and there's this model program, the Smart Leadership Program that might be helpful, and we just got this brand new board member named Camille Miner who manages that program. And that was it. And then with him and Joe working together, they did what they did. It's been really special to watch. One of the things that ties readily into that is about the class here, is this idea that empowering you all with our newest title in the Ainsley's Angels curricular structure. We started with our rider, our angel runner, our guardian angel, our angel ambassadors, and now, quite frankly, our angel allies. It's really cool to see the transformation, the journey. It's special. And just by the conversations and the things that you've shared through your projects and where you want to go with it, I can tell that you can appreciate the gravity of it and how special it is. I would echo this idea that they're going to go forth and continue to be allies of this program, but also allies in their communities. And I'm just stoked, really stoked. The individual comments that I had for you, I didn't prepare those at all. They were purely based on my observations over the past 7 months, and the word came to me as I saw you stand. And that's a testament really to the power of your strengths within you and how you're able to bring those to bless us all with them. It's really special. As we go back in time and we look in the I guess, the history of Ainsley's Angels, which has a very, very fun history, and one day might be recorded in our museum for all to see and walk through the time. At least that's a dream, a vision of one day maybe. You have the Evans family that comes into that. And you've heard the story, you've heard the testimonial from Sean, the day that, he sends an email and he gets a response, and Seamus runs real fast around, some ultra triathlon, ultra thing. And then, watching his brother Simon show up for him as an ally, who's never been taught how to be an ally. He's just been raised to be a good human. And today, he's going out to be a good human everywhere that he goes with his brother. And they're allies together, and they protect each other like brothers do. Of course, always there's a mom that's behind the scenes, a wife, Nicole, and you all have gotten to meet her. And isn't that really just a beautiful kind of soul? And they're all going like this, Nicole. So I wanted to say to each of you and your family that the sacrifices of the past 10 plus years are by no means lost upon me. And it's beautiful how the four of you have become, this amazing piece of my journey, of Joe's journey, of all of our families. There's a final kind of thing that I want to offer out there in conclusion. I keep this note in my phone, and the note represents people that have really, really been allies in my life as Ainsley's Angels members. And the first one on here is Peggy Wolf. And I want to just tell you that as you go out there to be allies, Peggy Wolf is the PT that said to my family, hey, there's this new thing called Team White Virginia Beach, and it's starting down at the oceanfront. And you should go and take Ainsley. Because you're a Marine, you can run. Okay. So we went and did that. And you see what it led to. She's one of the allies that comes to mind. Ann Hupp, she was our episode 52 podcast guest. And if you're looking for something to listen to on the way home, cue that up. Joe and I started a podcast. It's the most recent episode. But Ann Hupp was the timer. She was the timer of the race that day that Ainsley did her very first race. And she has become an advocate, an ally for Ainsley's Angels and all-inclusive running throughout the running industry. Just these people that I'm naming here are people who were allies to me and my daughter and my wife and Ainsley's Angels writ large. There's a guy down in Southwest Louisiana, his name's Reagan McGee. Reagan McGee, if you ever meet him, you never forget it. But he's married to my wife's best friend and first cousin, Tanya. And some of you may have met Tanya. But Reagan was the guy from the beginning. And the very, very first day that we started doing this, he says, I'll handle the equipment. He was the senior vice president of equipment for really the whole efforts down there in Southwest Louisiana, lead guardian angel. And he's never let that go. He continues to show up as an ally on equipment day. Mike Marion was the guy who said, I don't really know if you can come do the Marine Corps half marathon at Camp Lejeune, Ainsley's birthplace. Because we never had wheels on the course. But by being an advocate, by being open-minded, he became an ally and now is an advocate for us in every way, shape, or form. You might be asking yourself, why are you listening these people out? Because I want to tell you that you're joining a list of allies who have done things that have been transformational in their own unique, special, strength ways. And that's really, really powerful. Rob Cass, he swam across the Chesapeake Bay for inclusion and continues to evolve our bicycle efforts with Tour de Cure. My Aunt Pam was the very first merchandise lady. Isn't that neat? How you can use your strengths to help with the merchandising and the whole process there. Terry Duran is the owner of Adaptive Star. If you don't know what that is, that's Phoenix, that's Pulse, that's Adrenaline, and that's Axiom Racers, who has been there from the beginning, helping us in that journey. Rick Nealis, he is the Marine Corps Marathon race director who retired last year, who made it possible for Rick and Dick Hoyt to, quite frankly, run that race in the early 80s. And then after years of dormancy, invited, allowed, accepted our ask in 2011, which led to a partnership. And then there's this last name that's on this list, and it's Sean Evans, a man that I have witnessed go with his son and run across the country and watch his family support that effort, do this thing with Dr. PT, and come in and just help people with his heart. But the biggest accomplishment in my eyes is not the fact that you are an amazing Olympic runner nearly, who can push your son to great miles through him pulling you across the country and down the Mississippi because Seamus dreams big. But quite frankly, your timing is epic. This is a good part. Ready? Okay. But quite frankly, the best part of this whole thing is that Sean took on a task, a challenge, to put together and manage an ally development program. And in putting that together, he had the motivation of his sons, of his wife, the inspiration of them, but this was uncharted territory. This was, you can't rely on your son pulling you and you using your legs to accomplish this objective. And I kind of looked at him and get all choked up. But anyway, it's my great pleasure to present what I call the President's Coin for Inclusive Excellence, the 9th ever presented in the list I read to you with the previous recipients. To Sean. Yeah, we're having a man. So I told you that I was going to be the one that finishes out the conversation today, but I'm done, and it's your floor to say whatever you want to wrap out this cohort. Congratulations on a successful mission accomplished.
Thank you. And again, thank you for trusting me. I never could have imagined where this journey was going to lead when Seamus started running with me when he was a little guy, you know, and then when he outgrew his running chair, and I sent an email to this guy named Brewster in Virginia Beach, and he literally responded within 5 minutes and said what he could do to help us, and I mean, the rest is history, and what a history it's been, what a journey our family has been on since we obtained that first Freedom Chair in 2013, and the number of miles that Seamus and I have traveled together with the support of Simon and Nicole and so many allies that we have. Again, I never could have fathomed that it would bring us here to this moment today to be paying it forward to so many communities across the country in this program that I had helped to develop. And I think I'll leave it there. But what we give to you now is a gift, and that's what was on your chair when you came in. A6 as a sponsor provided the bags. Inside the bags you'll find a couple items, and typically at a graduation ceremony we toss our caps, but we'd like you to all open your bags in unison. Take a moment to look inside, and inside there's a few tokens of our appreciation.